We have these alignments. Don't forget, back in the days of colonialism, when we gained independence, colonial masters, they left Africa.
Mm-hmm.
But it was not in entirety. They left Africa in theory. And practically, they are
Yes.
still in Africa.
Yes.
I have not disputed that fact. Because Kwame Nkrumah at independence in Ghana, he said the true meaning of independence for Africa is for Africans to come together. He said, I have not identified a place. I don't have any place in common, but I think that Africans, we should have a single currency.
Mm-hmm.
I think Africa, we should have a single capital city.
Okay.
He was not saying there should not be currencies in other African countries. He was
Mm-hmm.
not saying there should not be, he was talking about unity of purpose.
Okay.
We should come together. I am not disputing that fact. Even if the world is Africa is a unified force, we cannot work in silo.
Yes, that is
We,
true.
we can never work in silo. I am a fervent believer that as Africans, yes, of course, we should try as hard as possible to be our brother's keeper. I believe that our first point of contact is Africa, to trade between Africa. I believe so.
Okay.
But there are forces, I told you, that the colonial masters, they left in theory, but it wasn't in practical. And I am of the belief that the Europeans will not just come to Africa to exploit us. They dare not.
You think
As, I'm coming, my brother. As Oberika said in Things Fall Apart, he said, and I quote, does the white man understand our customs about land? He said, how can he, when he do not even speak our tongue? He knows not our culture. How
mm-hmm.
can he? He said, but the white man is very clever.
Yes.
When he came, he held our own brothers. Our brothers who know our tradition, who knows
Mhm.
our brothers who know our custom,
Yes.
who understand how the dynamics work in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
When the white man came, he had conversation, he held with them. And now our clan can no longer act like one. He said, he has put in a knife on the things that held us together,
Held us
and
together.
we are falling apart.
But
And he went further in Things Fall Apart when they said they were to drive the white man from Africa. And Oberika said, we are driving the white man from Africa. What of our own brothers who has been indoctrinated, who has been westernized, who is undermining the security of Africa?
so
If we drive,
you
if we drive the white man, if we drive the white man, and we leave our brothers who think like the white man, who has no patriotic mindset, what difference does it make? The white man cannot just come. The Europeans cannot just come. They are passing through systems. I
systems
don't think.
created by who? Who are the people that created the systems that continue to exploit Africa? Now, I do agree with you in totality. There are a lot of people, just as in every country. Listen, I'm sorry to say that, please. But the truth is, there are a lot of people in every country, in your country, there are people who will undermine your progress as a country for their selfish benefit, party benefit. In Nigeria, there are people who, for their selfish interest, will undermine the progress of the country for the benefit of themselves and their parties. In the US, there are people who will undermine the progress of of America for the benefit of themselves and their parties. But how do we, can we say that because of that, that we will not attempt to move forward? How do we still come together? How do we find a way to make sure that in every conversation, in every negotiation, the idea of us first comes in play. There will always be this sort of people there who will undermine the system.